Hi cooking family, welcome back to Pink Binder Recipes. Now last week I showed you how to do an on the stove white rice. And for those of you who are not too keen on rice or you would prefer something else tonight, try these mashed potatoes. They are so rich and so creamy. No using the boxed potatoes. I'm going to find you. Use these mashed potato recipe. You'll be very surprised how easy it is, how wonderful it is, and your family will thank you for it. Let's go. Start out with a pot of cold water. You're going to want to add your chopped potatoes to them. Now you're going to go ahead and start with cold water because it cooks the potatoes more evenly. So you're going to let that come to a boil and cook the potatoes. Now boil them, I want to say about 30 minutes until they're fork tender. And fork tender, I mean stick a fork through it and it breaks in two easily. Go ahead and drain your potatoes. Now the most important step of mashed potatoes is this step right here, which is evaporating the water out of the potatoes. So go ahead and turn your stove on low, and you're going to want to start mashing the potatoes with a masher, or I guess you could do it with a fork. It'd just take a lot more time. So go ahead and just start mashing. You want the water to be out of the potatoes. You don't want this watery mashed potatoes. You want a creamy mashed potatoes. So go ahead and start smashing and mashing and beating those potatoes. It helps because, you know, sometimes as a woman we have anger issues, and that just helps us really to get our anger issues out. Those poor potatoes took a beating from me. Anyway, you're going to see that the potatoes are pretty dry. They're getting pretty crumbly. And that's whenever you know that it's time to take it off the heat source and start adding your ingredients. Now, the ingredients that I used right here, I used 5 big potatoes, 5 pats of butter, 5 pats of cream cheese, 2 heaping tablespoons of sour cream, and of course the evaporated milk. Now, I don't say how much evaporated milk only because it really depends on your personal preference. It's going to depend on if you want it really thick, or if you want it a little bit more thinner. Now, you're going to season it, and again, just keep mashing and mashing and mashing. You're going to mash until pretty much your arm falls off. So add your seasoning and adjust to your personal taste. If you like it more creamy, you're going to want to put more cream cheese. Now the cream cheese is going to be a rich creamy flavor, and the sour cream is going to give it more of a light creamy flavor. So that's why I use both. And if you find that it needs a little bit more liquid consistency, you put your evaporated milk. Now, I like to use the evaporated milk because I find that it helps with the creaminess and it helps with that rich flavor. Now, if you taste this and you find that it needs more of whatever you want, more pepper, salt, seasoning, whatever your flavor that you want, go ahead and add, but I suggest you start out with just a little bit. You can always add more, you can't really take away. So you guys, mashed potatoes is pretty much a blank canvas. You can add cheese and green onions, you can add bacon, anything that you want you can add to this. This recipe really is wonderful, rich, creamy mashed potatoes. Enjoy this recipe, guys, and I hope to see you next Monday at Pink Binder Recipes. Bye.